All right, hello everyone. Happy Wednesday, May 29th. I am stuck in a lot of traffic on my way into work today, but it's a beautiful day. It's sunny, the sun is shining. It's pretty much summer here in Miami now. Highs in the 90s almost every day. But so where I'm at now in the process is with the holiday weekend, Memorial Day just passing on Monday. It delayed the processing of the cards and everything. So they finalized getting the cards received and everything on yesterday morning. So hopefully they're able to get them printed and shipped to me by hopefully the end of the week. I have to follow up with them since they didn't confirm receipt or tell me when the shipping date is. So once they open today around 10 o'clock, I'm going to reach out to them and say, hey, when's this going to be coming so I can expect it, so I can get all my paperwork planned for the routes and start getting those boxes all prepared. So that's where I'm at. It's just kind of a waiting game at this point. All the ads are set up. I started redesigning the cards into like a 4x6 postcard printable thing. So I'm gonna get like probably 100 of each of those printed for the different advertisers as a little bit of a thank you gift. I need to come up with a little thank you letter and something with a little QR code for them to scan to like leave me a review that I'll be sending out after the cards are distributed with the receipt of shipment and all that kind of paperwork processing stuff to give kind of a big thank you package with the request for reviews. Since right now I just have 2 reviews so far on my page, I want to build up that credibility on the Google page side. So I'll get that going. I started building out my landing pages for the giveaway and for the advertise with me side of things. I still need to develop the one for like save the card to get that in its own thing. So things are percolating along, not as fast as I had hoped. I really wanted to be getting the cards this week so I could get them delivered to the post office by like today or tomorrow. But since that's just not on the cards, it is what it is. I created a like a MailChimp mailing list for all the advertisers so that I could send them updates along the way about where everything's at in the process. So I sent one out to them last Thursday, letting them know where we're at, what my plan of the next steps are. So I'll send another one probably later today after I hear back from the printer, once I know for sure when to expect them, so that I can give them a better range of dates. I put in my email, I do this on the side overnight when my kids are asleep, since I do work a 9 to 5. So that way everybody knows that it's just me doing it. It's labor intensive and everything, to give a little grace there. But it's all moving along. It's in process. I just want to get the cards already so I can hold them, have them, prepare them, ship them, and get them out so I can get my mind on to the next thing. I'll be picking up the Amazon gift cards I'll be giving away. I'll be giving away 5 $50 Amazon gift cards to people that receive the cards and scan and register for the giveaway. So I'm excited to see how that works. I decided to make 2 landing pages for the 2 things. So one, I can already see like with the QR code which one gets scanned more, but having the 2 separate landing pages with 2 separate forms, I can see how many register from each area, and they can also be tagged from where they came through with the MailChimp with the tags that they have. So they'll each be associated with their own area. So not really anything I plan on dividing in between them, like promoting one thing to the other, but it's just another A/B test that I can do with these split mailings to test out, see if it's worth the effort. Going forward, it'll be nice to be able to say, oh yeah, Coral Gables has this much versus Pinecrest or whatever. So it'll be interesting. I just really just waiting on the cards to get them, process them, ship them, and start seeing the results come in for the companies that are on the cards for the giveaway, so I can tell them how many things got tracked. I can track how many things got scanned for all the different companies. and start kind of reporting back on the customer support side to the advertisers to just keep giving them a steady flow of information. Because I think one of the biggest things for something like this, for an advertiser to kind of stay on board with it, and kind of needs to have trust in not only like the card getting distributed, but trust that like the person running the program is doing everything they can to support them, and not just be like, all right, cool, got your money, here's the next card, collect the next payment, but to give them a full experience of customer support and helping them out on the journey. That's why I'm making postcards to give to them, to give them just a little extra hand, something they can like hand to their customers, hand to other people in the neighborhood when they're going around and put on people's cars or whatever. Just something to have a little bit extra above and beyond that they might not get from any other advertising channel that they've used before, to instill that trust and to just put in more reciprocity into the process. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. And we'll be hopefully finding out more later this week. On my lunch break today, after I get those $50 Amazon gift cards, I'm going to make the little videos for the landing pages. I already have the script laid out for me, so I'm just going to probably sit in the park with my camera on a little tripod and do a little video of that to introduce myself, make it more personable too when they hit that landing page. So that's my plan for the day, plan for the week, and I will catch you in the next video. Hey everyone, happy Thursday, May 30th. So as you see in the back of my car here, I was able to finally get the tubs, the totes, the bins, whatever you call them, from the post office, so that I'll be ready and set up and loaded to load up all the cards as soon as I get them, with packing slips, mailing slips, everything in there, and I can just take them directly to the post office. And those already pre-sorted and ready to go helps make me look more official when I do walk in there into the post office. I had to go to a different post office than I'm going to be mailing out of, but it was the closest one to work, and I was like, all right, it doesn't look like they're very busy right now. I can just run over there real quick, talk to them, ask them. I showed them a sample card, like, oh, don't you need like have addresses on here? I'm like, it's a whole EDDM thing. I'll have the receipt. And like, oh yeah, I've seen these before, but like, don't you need something? Like, it's all right. You don't seem to know what I'm talking about, but it's fine because that's not the post office I'll be going through anyway, so I didn't bother trying to explain any further to the person there. But now I'll be able to walk into the post office when I'm ready to send these off and give them my paperwork, have them already sorted into all the different routes, and it should make it a seamless process. I only got 10 of them, so that won't be enough for all of the cards, or at least all of the routes, if I was to have one per route. But it should be fine because I'll have the boxes that the cards come in for the remaining routes. I think there's about 16 to 18 routes in total for each of the areas. So, I guess in total that'd be like 45. But I'm just going to be doing like one delivery per post office per day. So now it's going to be one delivery for Pinecrest and then 2 separate ones for Coral Gables. I think I'm going to draw out the list to just have the highest incomes, because there's 2 zip codes that make up Coral Gables. And if I did all of one zip code, then it kind of got into like the lower income ranges. So I'm just going to do the top of both, and that'll spread the distribution a little bit more, hit more of those different demographics and everything too. So that's going to be my goal for that. Now I just have to go on the site and select all the routes, finalize it, pay for it all, get the shipping dates all established, and then get all the paperwork printed over the weekend, and then have it ready to go once they get in. Just smack them on each of the different stacks of 100. They're going to already be bound by quantities of 100, so I'll just have to split some for the remaining groups, but at least it'll already be kind of ready and good to go from there. So that is the plan going forward, and I just got to keep inching along the way. It looks like the printing process was delayed a couple days with the holiday weekend. I think they started printing yesterday, and he originally said it takes 2 days to print and then 2 days to ship. So hopefully they're printing yesterday and today and shipping tomorrow, so that way it's at least in the hands of UPS, and they do deliveries over the weekend and everything. So maybe I'll even get them by Sunday or Monday, and that they're not just waiting to ship until next Monday after the holiday or after the weekend, and then get them not till like Wednesday of next week. So I'm hoping I'll be getting them soon. But at least now I have my tubs. They're taking up all the space in my car, but that's fine. This is my mobile office on wheels. Since my house, I got 2 little kids, not very much space in our townhouse, so I don't really have an office to stack all these things up in the meantime. But once I get the cards, then I'll turn our downstairs into a little workshop, turn everything around, get my pictures with the process, document it all for posterity's sake. Because depending on how I do future ones, I might just do turnkey system and just have it all handled by my printing partner. But for this first one, I wanted to just have the proof of doing it myself and what it all looks like, what all goes into it, so people understand the value. It is a bit more money to have somebody else like do a turnkey, though it eat into the profit margins of this. But if future cards, I'm able to get a little bit higher price point for each of the ads, then that'll take care of the margin on that and just make it much more doable for me to do more routes, more areas as we get more interest. I built out all the pages for all the landing pages. I started doing the one for saving the card, putting all the advertisements on that one yesterday, and all the other ones I got my videos recorded yesterday, so I'll be putting those up on the site. I have to just get them uploaded to Vimeo in order to embed them there. I'm just adding some captions and everything to make it a little more engaging looking and professional looking and all that. So that's where I'm at in the process. Just really waiting on the cards, but I do have a few things, like I said, to do before then. Want to get all the packing slips, all the facing sheets, all that kind of stuff printed out in the meantime, so that way once they do come in, then I know exactly which stacks are going to go in what. Start mentally preparing for that process, so that way when they're here, I'm ready to go. So I'm not hitting my June 1st deadline to get them in the mailboxes, but it will be the first week of June, so it is what it is with the holiday and everything else. It's not far off from what I was originally promising everybody when I was collecting payments, so I don't feel too bad about that. I have my email newsletter that I'm going to update everybody with tomorrow. Hopefully once I'll get a shipping date and delivery estimate for the cards, then I'll be able to tell them exactly when they're coming out due to the delay. But I did a quick little post on my Instagram page. I saw a couple of companies saw it on there, so it's good that, you know, they're seeing me, that I'm actually going through the process too. So I want to keep them warm to what's going on. So that's about it for now. Just looking forward to the next step of the process and getting more videos all put together and ready to send out once I have the rest of the process done. And then after this is all done out in the mailboxes, then I'm probably going to set up a video series about what the process was from start to finish, because there's a lot of people on the Facebook group that I'm part of that are interested in like kind of how things go. I had like a conversation with one guy for like about an hour on chat the other day, as he's looking to start it up. He had some questions about like how much time goes into it, if he had this much time, and if could this be doable. And I said it's definitely doable with that much time. It's definitely possible. I'm doing this on my side within like an hour of lunch hours 3 days a week, and just like at night, just putting together a little bit of ads here and there, add demo designs and stuff. So if he had some dedicated time to it, I think pretty much anybody could do this. It just takes perseverance. Like I said, I started this in January in the process of doing it all, and it's taken to June to get my first one out. and that's in a big market like this in Miami, where there's a lot of businesses, there's a lot of competition, a lot of business that wants more business. So there's a lot of people that do advertising. There's a lot of advertising channels. So maybe in a smaller market, it would be tougher to find people with the budget. But Miami is a big enough market that, especially with the types of advertisers we have on there, it makes sense to be able to get this kind of exposure for this kind of price. So, but I think pretty much anywhere you could do something like this and make it a reality for you. So without further ado, I'm going to cut it off here so I have space in the video for the rest of the process from the rest of the week, and update from there. So until next time, take care. All right, so good day today. I got the update from our printing company that they have shipped and they're actually out for delivery right now. So when I get back from work today, I'll be able to start sectioning them out. I got all the postage paid, got all the paperwork here and ready to start filling out the forms, getting them all set up and ready to go as soon as I get home and overnight. So I'll be able to deliver on my lunch break tomorrow and get them out into circulation by the weekend. So that's a nice update. Happy to hear that they'll be coming in today, much better than tomorrow. So I'll be able to get the process done by the weekend and get everything out in the hands of the local residents that we're aiming to serve. So that's it for today. Right now I'm heading out to lunch with my parents. They're in town visiting, so I'm taking this day lunch break off to actually enjoy some time with them while they're here, and then be back to work tomorrow and filling out all the paperwork, filling out all the forms overnight, bundling everything, getting it all set up and ready to deliver. Gotta clear out my car, make some space for all this, so it's gonna be fun. See you in the next update. All right, it's 10:15 at night on Wednesday night, and I got all my boxes here ready to start packing out for shipping. I got 10 boxes for Coral Gables and my 10 boxes for Pinecrest, so I'm off to get ready to go. All right, so it is 11:42 p.m. and I just finished getting all the things bundled and binned and ready to go. The only thing is I forgot some rubber bands, so I'll need to pick up some rubber bands tomorrow for the last loose ones of the batches, but otherwise they're good and ready to go in their bins and ready to go off tomorrow to their new home. All right, see you soon. All right, everyone, happy Thursday, June 6th. So today is mailing day. So I got all the cards in yesterday. I got everything separated out overnight into the Pinecrest and Coral Gables areas. I got all the paperwork printed yesterday, so I was just going through everything, stacking up all the papers, all the stacks you need, all the subdivisions and everything. So it was a fun process. It took me about an hour and a half to get through it all. So I started at like 10:12 and finished at like 11:42. So that was just for 5,000. So I still have another 5,000 to go for Pinecrest tomorrow. I did the Coral Gable ones overnight last night because my office is right next to the Coral Gables post offices that I'll be delivering these to, so that I can do that on the way back after work and get them hopefully probably in the mailboxes tomorrow at the homeowners. And then tomorrow I'll be working on the Pinecrest ones to send off to that neighborhood, since that post office is closer to my house, and my parents are visiting from out of town, and they heard all I got going on. They want to help pack everything out too, just to kind of be involved and see what it all entails, all the stuff that I've been working on the last couple months, that I've been telling about as I went through it. So that's my plan of attack. I have everything loaded up into my 9 tubs here, all separated out by all the routes. I got some pictures. I got a little time-lapse video of me working on it last night. I just got to get it from the other camera, and I'll put a little snapshot of it up here. And yeah, it was a pretty cool process. I learned a lot about how to sequence everything. So I'm thinking about a way to like kind of automate the process, maybe make a spreadsheet, mail merge, do some formulas, because otherwise it's just a lot of handwriting on each of them. 1 of 3, 2 of 3, this quantity, and doing the math on all that. So I got to put on my Excel spreadsheet hat and think of a way to make it faster. So I just like plug in these are the numbers, and then it just like spits out, all right, here's all the things, print it out in half sheets, and I just cut them, slice them, stick them on, because that's really what took the most time. The other thing that took time is counting out the individual cards for like the smaller, like the last bundle. So after there's a couple hundred, then it's like 68 or like 42 or whatever. So since the bundles are in 100, I would just like split one in half and then have like 50 and 50. So if I knew I had like 62, then I just do 50 and 50 and move 12 over, and then I got my 62. So I didn't have to count 62 cards every time. So that was my little hack for that. But really, it's just taking the time to type everything out or handwrite everything out with the Sharpie on the split sheets. That's what took the most time. So I'm gonna solve that problem hopefully today, so that the Pinecrest one for tomorrow, the only really time-consuming part is just counting the little subdivisions. But other than that, everything fit well in my car for the 5,000. So the other 5,000 for Pinecrest will fit fine in here for tomorrow. I just gotta get through this day, get these dropped off after work, and they'll probably be in the consumer mailboxes either tomorrow or Saturday. So that's all great news. Then I'll be sending updates to all my advertisers to let them know that everything's been delivered. I'll get the receipts and everything from the post office today when I see them, and get it all closed out. So it's been a fun process. It actually went faster than I thought. Doing the rest of the packing and everything last night. So that was a good thing. I thought I was going to be up all night doing this thing, but yeah, it's actually pretty quick with everything bundled and everything. The boxes are heavy, so I had to use some muscles a bit, pushing everything around, kind of cleaning up after myself, so the whole house isn't a mess while I'm gone today in the office, while my wife deals with the aftermath of all my entrepreneurial adventures here. She had to help the UPS guy bring everything in from the truck last night or yesterday while I was at work, while she was juggling my 8-month-old and my 4-year-old. So she was part of the process, so she's earning her commission for helping out in the process as well. But yeah, it's been great. I'll have another update when I go to the post office and everything. I'll do a little recording of getting everything sent off and out into the world. So I'll see you in the next video. All right, so we're at the afternoon time of Thursday, June 6th, where I just waited about an hour at the post office, over an hour really, waiting to get my paperwork submitted and everything, which I did, only to be then told that it's not the same post office that everything has to mail out of. I actually have to take it to another one that already closed by the time I got done processing the paperwork with this post office. So that will delay me again back to hopefully tomorrow during the afternoon when my kids go for their nap. I'll be able to run out of the house and drop these off to get the process going for them, and then do Pinecrest maybe Saturday. We'll see. It's super frustrating dealing with the post office, so that's why I guess not too many people actually go through and deal with all this mess. But I'm learning the process, learning how much of a headache it really is. Going at 4 o'clock near closing time is also probably not good, because everybody gets off of work, waits in the line at the post office to deal with all this crap, and so that's where we end up. So that's where I'm at now. Still got all the cards in my trunk. I at least got a stamp and a code from the post office saying that everything was done and approved and ready to go. I just actually have to drop it off at the annex and go from there. So I'll see you in the next video. All right, I got my first batch finally dropped off and off on the way to half of Coral Gables, and now on the way to the next stop. And today I got a special guest with me. My dad got to come along with me on the trip and get these out here. So even though yesterday was frustrating at the other post office, it gave me an opportunity to come out here with my dad and drop the rest of these off. So hopefully this next one goes a little bit smoother at this post office. It's the same one that I get the paperwork done and drop off, so hopefully that makes it a little bit smoother. Get the rest of these out today, Friday, June 7th. So that way we're still out in technically the first week of June, which is my goal. So good to go. And then tonight and tomorrow I'll be packing out Pinecrest, and we got more tubs you can see in the back. They were able to give me another like 10 tubs, so I'll be really good because they even have more routes for that destination. So it'll be good to pack the rest of those out then, and we'll see you in the next video. Yay.
This is fun.
Yeah, I'll get to ride around lots of old parts of Coral Gables and South Miami and everything else, seeing old parts. My dad's been in Miami since the 70s, so thought about all the changes we see along the way, and
1971.
There you go.
Everything is completely different.
All right, I'll check in again after the next drop-off. Here we go. So I was able to get that second batch to the next zip code out with my dad earlier. That was fun having him join me for that. Now I'm off to get some dinner with my family for the night. But tonight I have all my paperwork ready for Pinecrest now. Another whole bunch of routes to pack out. So that'll be fun. I think it's like 19 routes, 17 routes that we have going out in Pinecrest, all in 33156. So that'll be another long night, but I figured out a shorter way to run all the paperwork and get it all together so that it should be faster. And I already printed everything. So that way tonight I can just count the little bundles and put them all in the boxes. One of the post offices I was at was able to give me a couple more bins, turning it around. So I have what I need to pack those into that. That'll be nice, but I still have the boxes the cards shipped in also for any extra routes, since this will be a pretty heavy load going out tomorrow. But yeah, it's looking good. So all the first cards for all the Coral Gables are out, about 5,000 cards going out into those neighborhoods. They should probably be out into houses tomorrow. So that'll be exciting to see. I'm going to take a snapshot tonight of all the link counts from like all my testing and everything of all the links for the different cards. I've scanned each of them a bunch of times to make sure they all work. So I want to do like a fresh kind of snapshot of like, all right, this was a starting count. So I know anything after this is what came from people out in the field. The nice thing is getting them out today, I should be able to get all the rest of them out tomorrow for Pinecrest, and then they'll be delivered Monday, hopefully. And then I'll be able to get my giveaway. It's originally scheduled for Wednesday afternoon. We'll have to see if I have enough entries by then. Otherwise, I might just like go live on my Instagram at that point and send out an email to everybody that subscribes for the giveaway that I'm going to extend it a week because of we were so late in getting the card out. But at least that's better than getting it out and having the cards delivered like on that Wednesday or after the fact. So the people are like, but this is already passed. So that'll be good. I should be able to get all those out and delivered tomorrow. It's another one of those things where I have to go to 2 post offices, but hopefully during the day. It's on a Saturday, so that kind of stinks. So it might be busy, but maybe they'll have more staff there at the post office to help out. But the actual dropping off, when it's like the split post office thing, it's actually really easy on the other side, just dropping it off, at least this first place. So we'll see. Hopefully the next one is as well. But yeah, so that's exciting. I got some photos of me with the cards, not as many as I hoped, since it was kind of rushed there at the end, trying to get them out since receiving them on Wednesday, get them out to the post office on Thursday, which didn't happen, and then today finally happened. But at least I got to do some of the work with my dad there and drive around, and he was always my inspiration of being an entrepreneur growing up, because I grew up in an entrepreneur family, and my family's tropical fish farm here in Miami. And so it's always seeing him like be his own boss was always an inspiration to me for kind of having your own income, making your own money, providing your own service, and keeping people satisfied, and just being a business owner. Always intrigued me from growing up under him and working in the farm for as many years as I did before I got into the healthcare industry for my 9 to 5. But I got to always learn a lot from him growing up and how to run a business and everything. So it was fun to show him on my maiden voyage, taking these cards out to get delivered and shipped off, and tell him about the story of making it all and putting it all together and everything with him was real fun. So now I'm at the restaurant to get some dinner, and then I'll make another video probably tonight when I'm starting to pack out all the cards for Pinecrest and go from there. All right, see you soon. All right, so it's 10 o'clock now. I'm ready to start all my mailings for Pinecrest. I got all my paperwork here. I've pre-typed out all my other cards, so that should make this process a little bit faster than last time. So let's see how it goes. All right, so now the time is 11:15, so this time I got it all done in about an hour and 15 minutes, so I shaved 15 minutes off of my time, which is good. I'll take it. So yeah, everything's already in their bins. I even got some rubber bands this time, so I was able to double rubber band everything to make sure it stays secure. So a little bit improved and also faster. So good times, good day, and we're ready to send them off tomorrow to another 5,000 homes in Pinecrest this time. All right, catch you in the next one. All right, happy Tuesday, June 11th from here in beautiful rainy South Florida. So we finally got all of the cards distributed. Yesterday I dropped off all the rest of the 5,000 Pinecrest cards directly to the post office location. When I first went in there, they asked, like, oh, where's the rest of the boxes? We need to see them, make sure they're all bundled and everything. I'm like, well, don't I have to take them to the second drop-off location that I saw online? It's like, no, we can take them from here. We can transport them and everything. So I told him how the Coral Gables office had us do that and had to go through the thing. He's like, no, they're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to be able to take them there and then just transport them to the distributing facility. I don't know why they did that to you. So that's good to know. That would make it much smoother going forward if usually they'll be able to just take them at the one stop instead of having to make double stops for these places. But it was good. Great post office, super helpful. The guy brought a cart out to help me unload everything together and get them into the post office to get them sent out. So now they should be going out into the mailboxes probably today, depending on how fast they turn it from that post office to the distributing one and then get them on the trucks. So probably either today or tomorrow they'll be in the mailboxes of the 5,000 Pinecrest homes. So that about wraps it up. Thanks for following along this journey. Going from just having a few spots sold at the beginning of this video series to now sold out, shipped out, all done. It's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how the cards get received out there. So far, the Coral Gables one, I think I've had like one person sign up for the gift card giveaway, which is unexpectedly low. I thought that should be a much higher number, but maybe they're not all routes have been delivered yet, or maybe just people are on vacation. I don't know. And the giveaway is supposed to happen tomorrow, but I'm gonna update the website to let them know, since delays in shipping. I'm gonna give them an extra week for entries, and see. So we'll see if maybe Pinecrest is more receptive. This is one of the reasons why I did the 2 split mailings, to see if certain areas are more receptive and more engaged and more responsive. So I'll be able to take that information and give it back to all the advertisers. On the other side, I have the single card printouts that I made for most of the businesses that advertise on there. They should be coming in today. So on my lunch break, hopefully it's not too rainy, I'll be able to go by and pick those up and start putting it together with all the paperwork for all the routes, so everybody has all the information for all the routes everything went to, and they have everything they need to, have proof of verification that everything was shipped out, and so that way they can know that everything did get out. And then I'll probably follow up in a week or two to see if they got any responses and whatnot. And then probably when I send out my package with the cards and the paperwork and everything, I'll put in there like a request to leave me a review on Google. I was hoping we'd have, fast responses or people calling when they see it. But you know, that's it's a tough thing to sell on, is actual response. So really just like a billboard or newspaper advertising or anything else, it's really just about the exposure that you're getting. So we'll see what we hear back over the next couple weeks, but as far as everything's concerned, everything is a success. We sold out the spots, everything's out and into distribution. The process went mostly smooth except for that one post office. It was just really, really slow, but really it was the customers that were kind of a problem at the post office, taking extra time and not really knowing what they were doing. But all the rest of the post office are really quick, really smooth, in and out, dropped off, done. So that gives me hope for future ones. They wouldn't be such a headache as we move on to other areas to do next time. So on that, we'll wrap this one up. I'll probably make another video summary after I go through all the numbers and talk about like the whole kind of process, start to finish, margins, advertising methods, what all my reflections on the process, and go from there. But for now, it's a little rainy day. I'm about to get into the office, and we'll cut it there. Catch you in the next time.